What is going on, everybody? In today's video I'm going to be talking about what $300,000 and $400,000 would get you in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly of all the areas that I showcase today. If you're looking to move to the DFW Metroplex and you want to know the perfect area, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We got your back when moving to the DFW. If this is your first time watching the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can know where to live in Dallas, Texas. So without further ado, I'm going to get to it right now. So the first area code that I'm going to show you is the 75229 zip code. And fun fact, this is the first time I've ever been in this zip code, the first time I ever explored this area. So I'm going to just show you like my first impression, not going to give you any facts. Only facts I'm going to give you is about what I see in the area and effects about the house that I'm going to show you. So the house that I'm going to show you real soon is going to be a 4-bed, 2-bath, roughly around 2,200 square feet. This house was listed at $375,000. And then as you can see, like, this is kind of like the neighborhood. I'm just walking around the neighborhood that the house was actually listed in. I can see it's kind of festive. They got Christmas decorations on the trees. The lights are decorated. They also have, like, on this side, people got wreaths up, so it's really cool. I'm noticing a lot of recently renovated houses. The house that I'm actually going to tour you inside was actually built in 1955 and was recently built, so I'm pretty sure a lot of these houses in this area may have been built in the same time period as well. So that's it. Let me tell you some things that I like about the area, and I'll tell you some things I don't like about the area. So things I do like about the area is that it may be convenient. It's not too far from the essential places. It's right off of I-35. It's right off of Loop 12. Not too far from I-635, and all of these are like major highways in Dallas, Texas. Literally, you can get anywhere from these highways. This one might be a pro and a con. So this one is not too far from Dallas Love Field Airport. It's probably like 5-10 minute drive, right? But right now what I'm seeing is an airplane fly over me, so that might be a con for you. And it's also not too far from the DFW International Airport. So I'm going to turn around. I like the fact that the houses do have character. One thing I did notice was, since it is a very older area and it's not a newly developed area, the roads do need a lot of work. They're very bumpy. The area around it doesn't seem like that suburban lifestyle, you know, especially if I'm paying $375,000 for a house. I want to live in an area that's suburban, but that's just me. This place is not too this is like in the northwest section of Dallas, so you get a lot of benefits. You're not too far from Plano, Frisco, all those North Dallas suburbs, but also you're not too far from, like I said, the airport. They got this really cool area. I don't know if I heard a lot about it. It's called Harry Hines. I've never been there, but I've heard that's probably one of the streets you may want to, you know, be close to or stay away from, depending on what kind of crowds you run into. The Galleria Mall is not too far from this zip code, so definitely a lot of pros and cons. I'm just giving you what I see. As you can see, houses right here, and I'm going to take you around the neighborhood and show you in front of some of the houses, and then I'm going to take you to the next area code, so stay tuned. Alright y'all, so now we are in the second area code, which is the 75235 area code. It was about 10-15 minutes away from the other area code that I just showed y'all. The house I'm going to showcase in this neighborhood, 3-bed, 2 baths, around 1,200 square feet. This house is listed around $350,000. So I'm walking in the neighborhood right now just so that you can see what the neighborhood looks like. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for y'all. I really want to just give you the real, so that you can make that really smart decision of, you know, where you want to live when you move to Dallas, Texas. That's what this channel is all about. So as you can see, the houses are looking a little bit older in this neighborhood. The house that I'm going to showcase for you is was built in 1947. This is, I see a plane flying over me, so it's not too far from Dallas Love Field Airport. You're really close to I-35, which gets you up and down Dallas, Texas. The thing I like about this area code is that you're not too far from downtown Dallas, or you're not too far from the really pristine areas in Dallas, Texas. So they have this really nice neighborhood called Highland Park Village. That's literally like right across the highway, so maybe like a 5-minute drive. Also not too far from North Dallas. Walking down a busy street, just walking through the neighborhood. There was a elementary school, I believe, and then I'm just gonna keep walking. There's a bus stop. There's also going to be a little park in this neighborhood as well. So just a lot to unpack in this neighborhood. The neighborhood does seem older. I like that this neighborhood is close to a lot of things. There was like Lowe's, there was a Home Depot, a Wells Fargo. I see like you can literally go up one street and get you some food or get you some hardware supplies. Let me show you this. So this is a lot. This happens a lot. Like, so this is like an alleyway that you'll find a lot in Dallas, Texas neighborhoods. And yeah, I'm on a busy street, so I might be a little celebrity today. So what else did I want to say about this neighborhood? Oh, also noticed that there was a few car dealerships in this neighborhood as well. And that's pretty much it. So you can use your own interpretation, but $350,000 house. For me, I would pass. I just know there's so many different areas in the DFW Metroplex where I could find better value for my money. But if you like being close to that, if you like being close to the city vibes, and you know you want to be near the hustle and bustle, then this may definitely be worth your money. But you know, to each his own. Also, another thing I noticed is they got a lot of apartment homes near this area, and as I'm walking, I'm seeing them building a house, which I kind of left off something. So one thing I am noticing as I'm driving through these areas is that, you know, there may be a lot of old houses, and then you might see like new houses that were probably built within like the last 2 or 3 years, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. So you know, that's something to consider. Although it may look good, you know, you always got to check the scope and, you know, get somebody to drive around just to see what the area looks like. So that concludes this one. I'm going to show you the area through the car view. I'm also going to show you the inside of the house, and we're going to head over to the next one. So the first zip code I'm going to showcase in this video is going to be the 75214 zip code. This is actually going to be in the northeast section of Dallas, Texas. So the benefits of living in this area code, I would say convenience, right? It's not it's right off of I-75, not too far from uptown, not too far from downtown Dallas. If you want to have that downtown vibe, it's probably going to be about 10-15 minute drive. So that's one pro of being in this area, in this zip code. Another pro of being in the zip code is that everything, although it looks old, it is a little bit more modern. A lot of these houses in the zip code are a little bit more updated than some things that I've seen in Dallas, Texas. Everybody raves about being in North Dallas, and this is actually my first time being in North Dallas, and I'm definitely feeling the vibes of what it's like to actually be in North Dallas. So this house that I'm going to show you is actually going to be a 2-bed, 2-bath, listed at $475,000, around 1,500 square feet. It was a really nice house. It had a pool, but for $475,000, I was like, wow. But just driving around the area and seeing everything that this area has to offer, I was kind of like, okay, I can kind of see why it costs that much. But look at the houses across the street. You can definitely just see how most of these houses look. A lot of these houses look like they've been updated. There's a Target up the street, a Best Buy. You're not too far from the North Dallas Tollway. There's a lot of just different amenities that's not too far. And you know, Dallas is a very expensive city, so you know, you get what you pay for. If you want to live in a kind of like a nice, quiet neighborhood, then you definitely have to pay for that. I'm just driving around the neighborhood, and I'm also going to show you what the neighborhood, what the inside of the house that I'm talking about. Looks like a lot of these houses were built in like the 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, and you may find that a lot of these houses may have been recently remodeled. And the good thing about Dallas is that, you know, you can have a house that was built in the 1950s, and you can also have houses built beside it, you know, as we can see at this house right here. So definitely pros and cons of each neighborhood. So check out what this neighborhood has to offer. Alright y'all, so the last house I'm going to show y'all for today is going to be in the 75208 area code. It's located in Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. Oak Cliff is a very famous area. This house is listed at about $455,000. It's going to be about 1,800 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, built in the 1950s, and you can kind of just see the vibes of all the different houses that is actually in this neighborhood, and you just see you know, how they look. So very historic. Houses look very historic in this neighborhood. I actually really like this neighborhood because I actually don't live too far from this neighborhood. About maybe 10-15 minutes away from downtown Dallas. One of the best things that I would say about this neighborhood is close to public transportation. Not too far from Bishop Arts District, which is like a really cool, classy area to hang out. Looks like this neighborhood does have a lot of trees, and you know, you may catch just a neighborhood with a lot of bags, and you also may catch just a lot of leaves. Like this house right here just has a ton of leaves in it. So this is definitely an area that you may check out. Actually, go to the gym like 5 minutes away from this area, Kessler Park area, which is another well talked about area, and you might be able to find something a little bit more affordable within the $300,000 price range. So you just never know. Dallas is so big, and I'm going to show you what this neighborhood looked like from driving view, and then I'm also going to show you the inside of the house. Then we're going to wrap up the video after that. So as you can see, guys, there's just so much, that Dallas, Texas has to offer, and some people may say that Dallas, Texas may be overpriced, or some people may love all the vibes and think that for what you're paying for, you think that you may get what you're paying for. If you have any questions about where you want to move or live in the DFW or some other great areas that you may want me to showcase, drop a comment, or you can definitely reach out to me and my team. We're more than welcome and more than happy to help you. We help people relocate to the DFW all the time. If you got any questions, hit us up. Until next time, guys,